It's a simple choice, but it should not be made simply. Belief or disbelief.
What happens if we choose the wrong door?
All right, my name is Shannon McGrew from Creepy Kingdom. Thank you both so much for speaking with me today. So my first question, religion can always be kind of a sensitive theme to discuss. So when you decided to bring Heretic to life, what were some of the concerns or challenges that you had in doing so?
Our main goal with Heretic was to make sure it had an empathetic view of all belief systems, whether it ranges from atheist to devout believer. And the whole discourse of the movie is really to dig deep into the marrow and challenge beliefs and maybe say things that we've thought about privately and are uncomfortable to hear out loud, but that connect in a very relatable way.
You know, and then there was like kind of a little bit of a rebellious side to us too, that hope that people would watch the movie and duke it out with their friends afterwards about their interpretation of what does the ending mean and how do your own personal beliefs intersect with some of the concepts and histories discussed in the movie. So I don't know, more than anything, like we really wanted to do like a movie that's a dialogue and a conversation. The whole movie's a conversation, and then we hope it kind of follows people out of the theater when they see it, and that conversation continues.
That's awesome. Yeah, that happened with me and my husband. I was
Great.
I was like, your thoughts are wrong. Chloe East and Sophie Thatcher, they've done horror before. But correct me if I'm wrong, is this Hugh Grant's first foray into it?
Yeah, basically, I mean, there was a film very early in his career, Lair of the White Worm, but that has been, it's been like 37 years maybe since that, and that was what was really exciting, to throw somebody that is known for, otherwise outside the genre, romantic comedy, and totally do the darker edge of Hugh Grant, which I think exists, in the undercurrent of who he is, which is so incredible to tap into in this film.
How did you guys come up with him to be the person?
It's funny. It's when you cast a movie, you kind of throw every name against the wall, right? The studio has some ideas, we have some ideas, the producers, and everyone just kind of, and then actors start raising their hands. This was a really unique project where movie stars were calling up and going, I want to play this role. I want to play. And we were like, oh my gosh, so-and-so wants to play this. You get starstruck for a second. And then, but we're very thoughtful kind of deciders, and we like to debate, and we like to ask everybody's opinion, and we make the process very collaborative. But eventually we just kept coming back to Hugh. When we saw Hugh 10 years ago in Cloud Atlas playing all these random different roles, to us, that was inspiring, because we're like, this is somebody who wants a challenge and wants to do great work. And he spent 10 years becoming the best character actor in cinema history as far as we're concerned. So he was just this, there was this weird Venn diagram of trying to cast Mr. Reed, and it just kept coming back, Hugh Grant, Hugh Grant, Hugh Grant. So
yeah, he would murder me. So charming. Yes, I'll come into your metal homes. How do you guys feel about blueberry pie now?
I don't want to touch blueberry pie or smell it anymore. I'm over it at this point.
I've never been a pie fan.
Yeah.
So I was I'm going to survive this.
Yeah. How about you? How do you feel about blueberry pie in general?
I don't really like pie, but I like chocolate mousse pie.
Yes, me too.
So I would probably be I don't want any of your.
Yes.
How do you feel about scented candles, though?
I love blueberry scented candles.
There you go.
So I will
right.
be buying all the and giving it to everyone before they see the movie.
Yeah.
Form the basis of this.
Wow. No, you read more than we do. No, seriously, we should be more like you, Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed.
Pie smells amazing.
And now that you've been studying the Book of Mormon, how does it make you feel?
Can you guess what kind of pie she's making?
Is it blueberry pie?
It is blueberry pie.
I knew it, my favorite.
Going back, can I ask, how did your father pass away?
What aspects of Sister Barnes and Sister Paxton did you find yourself very drawn to the point that you were I have to take this role?
Yeah, I feel Barnes is pretty well-rounded. She's smart. She carries herself in a very mature way, and she stands for what she believes in. And I think she's also, a bit different from what I've played in the past, and that's always what I'm searching for when I'm doing a new role. So I think that drew me in.
Yeah, I think just the aspect that she was a sister missionary, I immediately was yes, I would love to do that. because I felt like I, was born to be a missionary and didn't go on a mission, but this was like my chance to. And then also I just think it's an amazing, for all of us three, like a really great character arc, and you kind of can't, you only like kind of dream of having such a well-rounded character with so many different things thrown at them, and that they have their chance to challenge.
What was it like getting into their headspaces? Because I'm imagining it wasn't filmed chronologically.
It was.
It was?
It's really
Really?
Yes,
Thank
it would have
God.
been impossible.
So oh my God. So what was that experience like?
So nice.
It was so helpful. I think, it started off somewhat light, somewhat awkward, in that first room. But, like, everything's very engaging and connected. It was just nice to, you still have to really map out every emotion and where you're at per scene, but it just helps because it feels more natural and you have a clearer memory of where you were at seconds before, and you don't have to look at dailies and try to match where you were at weeks ago.
It would have been so difficult.
It's just a little bit more clear.
Yeah. I think it would have been confusing. Different levels of fear and crying, and it just would be impossible.
And just matching one.
Yeah, I know.
How did Bryan and Woods help you guys understand your characters and get more into their headspace? Was it through the writing? Did they have you research anything or watch anything?
They had us write little biographies.
I know, and that was so much fun. And I've never had a director explicitly ask for that. And I think it's something I really want to take with me, because that was maybe the most fun I've had.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Yeah, there were no rules or anything.
I know.
Just, write. And I think I wrote a mission, as I was on my mission, a letter back home or something. But yeah, that was really fun. That's what they kind of helped. And they also helped us give the audience perspective to keep it engaging while we were shooting. And I think that kind of got rid of my paranoia of I gotta act a certain way and keep it interesting, because it just kind of naturally, they helped us, believe and just do the character, and everything is happening around you that's going to make it engaging.
Awesome. And my last question, so serious. Can you still eat blueberry pie?
I never really had blueberry pie before. I kind of it. I don't know.
Now it's definitely tainted.
Yeah.
Definitely tainted. But I don't know. There's so many better pies.
There are better pies. It was never my number one.
Yeah. Chocolate mousse.
Chocolate mousse. Key lime.
Key lime. I had key lime yesterday.
Cream pie, banana. There's just...
Bye, blueberry pie.
Bye.
I'm fine having blueberry ruin.
Thank you both so much. I loved the film. And just as a side note, as somebody who's gone through religious trauma, I really...
Amazing.
I grew up Mormon.
Yeah, I grew up evangelical, indoctrinated.
Wow.
So I was cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching, and thank you to our sponsors and Patreon producers for making this video possible. Hit the subscribe button so the creepy fun never has to end. This is Hannah reminding you to keep it creepy.